you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's across
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Eddie Goldman.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over.
34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And get that to Fournette, complete. Wilson. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Check. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Good. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. 54. Hey, 0. 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the return that time, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And again this time to the tailback. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 6 yards away as the Bears push further out in front.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Dancing to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, here's Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and inches.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
By Brandon Graham.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Bears.
Tight down, there you go. 54 Mike. Check, block 54,
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Riley Ridley. Incomplete.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Third down. And 6 yards to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Brandon Graham drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
And this is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Jason Myers.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
A gain of 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
And what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
We all it, baby. You call it, we all it, baby.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 54. Who that? Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Left side complete to Lockett. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the Seahawks are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles